Welcome everybody, and we're going to do an update on what I'm doing on the roof here. And I know we picked a day where it looks like rain, but here in Arizona we're not supposed to get any rain till tonight, so I got plenty of time. But what we had was, this was a vent fan that was in this hole here that had a control on it downstairs, and you slide the opening open in the motorhome and it would suck the air out. Well, this is to me, a dirty thing, because every time you opened up the levers down here, you'd get dirt and everything else fall in. Plus, this thing was extremely noisy and loud, and you couldn't hardly use it. So we didn't really want to put another one in, to be honest with you, because I want to put solar panels up here, and I wanted to get rid of a lot of this stuff and some of the weight. So what we did was I took this all out this morning, and this is the top of it, and got rid of it. And what we're going to do is, this is just a skylight cover that I picked up at the home improvement store. And I'm going to mount this once I take the glue off it. We're going to put this in here, and we'll have a skylight. Now everybody's going to ask, what about when it gets hot? Well, there's a cover for this that's in the motorhome that slides on the roof on the top there, so you can't see this fan when you're not using it. And we're just going to use that. When we want to have the skylight, we'll take that out. When we want to not use the skylight, we'll put it back in, and I'll show you that from the inside. The hole, I'm going to trim this out from the inside. I'm going to put some nice corner molding up on it and finish this all out so it'll look nice when you have this open. So now also, we had two antennas on top of the motorhome. We had a WindGuard antenna that, you know, folded up and spread out, that was right here. And there was a satellite dish up there that came with the motorhome when I bought it 2 years ago. We've never used the satellite dish, and we don't use TV in here, so I didn't need those antennas or the weight. So I took both antennas off, and then what I did was to cover the holes, and the holes for the antennas was about that big with a bunch of screw holes. So I just took my some aluminum and some roof tape, and what I do, I put this down over the holes, screwed it in, and then I used this window and door siding caulking, that is real good on the roof. It lasts a long time. I've had a lot of good luck with this stuff, and I just covered the whole tin with it and just puttied it right across the top, skimmed the coat on top. So those are all sealed up. So that's kind of what we're doing up on the roof. I know the roof looks filthy. I will be cleaning it and getting it all back in shape, but that's where we are today, and I'll show you some more updates from the inside in a little bit. Good morning everybody, and here's another update where we're at on the great motorhome remodel. Last time I talked to you, I was up on the roof, and I got all that done. I got that skylight in, and I'll show you that when I'm finished with it. But I redid all the storage compartment floors like I had talked about. I put new plywood in, thicker plywood for some weight. I redid some of the framework on the outside and inside, and screwed everything together so everything is nice and tight. I fixed all the roof parts, the tops in here, so they were level. And what we wanted was, we wanted to cover these, but we looked at carpet, and carpet was expensive, and it's thick, and it's also heavy. So my wife got online on eBay and did some research, and we found trunk lining material, which is basically, it's not very thick, it's like what was in there, and it's to line the trunk of your car with. And this big roll, which will do all the compartments, was about 20 bucks or so, and on eBay with free shipping. Now carpet was going to be like $60, and to do it in carpet, so that's why we did it with this. Now our next major project is, we just had a major rainstorm here in Arizona, which we don't get very often, and we had some water coming in around a couple of windows. So this morning what I've done is, I've actually taken the back window out, and it just slides right out. It's not that big of a job, really. It just break it loose with a putty knife and push from the inside, and it came out. And it's got this old caulk all the way around that's kind of missing in spots. So what we're going to do is, we're going to replace this with some putty, like I used on the roof, and then we'll put this window back in, and I'm going to probably end up doing all of them eventually, but I've got 4 that I want to do right now. So that's what we're doing now, and we're doing some painting on the inside. My wife is as I'm working on the outside. I'd like to go over some of the things with the windows that we're doing. This window I just took out, and you can see all the caulking that's in here. This is the old caulking that's got to come off. These windows, folks, pop out really easy. I just use a putty knife and stick it underneath the corner and pry up, and these things will just pop right out, the windows. We've done the bedroom window, the back window, and the bedroom window on the other side. They've all been taken out, cleaned, and all the caulking replaced. Let's go on this side, and let me show you some of the things we're doing over here. Now, one of the things that I've done that I want to caution everybody is, part of this is my fault because I took the trim rings off the inside to paint them, and the windows actually broke the seals. So don't take your trim rings off unless you're planning on resealing the windows. But it was a blessing because the windows really needed to be resealed. This is a window that my wife is working on, and she's got most of the glue off. We're almost to the point that this window can go back in. She's starting to work on the kitchen window there. In the garage here, and again, excuse the garage, but what we're doing is we've got a little thing set up where we can take this black tape that comes in a roll, and I do want to say that a local RV company really helped me out over a franchise company. Went to a local RV and they showed me this black tape that they used to replace on the windows. Now what we did was, after talking to the man at the service department, he gave me some hints. And what we do is we actually lay this on this black plastic face down. My wife cuts it in half. And that's all you need to use is a half piece, because on the windows you can see that it's just, if you use any more, it's all down inside here. It doesn't do any good. So this is the black tape that we use. Now, to get this caulking out, it's really kind of a pain, but one of the ways to do it is you just take a roll of the old caulk and you can just walk around it like this. And once you broke it loose, and pull it up with the old caulk. Also, I had sprayed some of that non-expandable so much foam in here. That was a bad idea. Don't recommend it now after I've had these out and realized what we have to go through. But we're down to about 4 windows to get done today.